The following is a special presentation produced by WBBZ-TV in partnership with the Erie County Fair, supported by the fair and their sponsors. It's time for Fair Day Live. Everything you need to know about the Erie County Fair, with interesting people, places, and events at the Hamburg Fairgrounds. With that and more surprises, here is Liz Mantell.
Happy Saturday and welcome to another edition of Fair Day Live. Here's what's going on for your Saturday at the fair. We've got the homemade Kombucha contest and demo at noon today in the Erie County Fair Cook's Kitchen and Shop. Smoke dance competition will take place today from 2 to 7 p.m. in the Niaway Indian Village with Tiny Tots dancing and on the Turtle Mound. That's at 5 p.m. Meet the last of the Hell Drivers, the legendary Tony Peterson, from 4 to 5 p.m. in the Heritage and History Center. The Western New York Fantasy Hair Competition happens at 5 p.m. in the Evans Bank Family Entertainment Complex, and the Ultimate Night of Destruction, produced by JM Motorsports Productions. That's tonight at 7 p.m. in the Gusto Grandstand. You can stop by the ticket office to buy your tickets. Kids 12 and under are free with paid adults. All right, at the Erie County Fair, the rides, the food, and of course, the animals. It's a place that I stop every year at the fair. It's the Nickel City exhibit with animal expert Jeff Musial, loved in Western New York, from The Tonight Show to Fair Day Live. Welcome,
That's right.
Jeff.
Hi, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Good to see you.
And good to see you. Let's just start off with the cute little animal that you brought today.
Right. This is a red kangaroo. Her name's Bindi. She's about almost 9 months old, and mom will keep them in the pouch for about 7 months, and then boot them. They're off to college. See you later. And another baby will crawl up into the pouch. But her particular mom doesn't let them nurse afterward. They'll come over and yank down the pouch, drink a little bit of milk, still eating grass and hay and stuff. So we have to step in and give her a bottle, but it works both ways then, so I'm kind of like Mr. Mom. You know?
I love it. All right, so your exhibit here at the fair, where are you located?
We're located over the old reindeer barn, behind the Ag Center, across from the Family Entertainment Dome.
And when people come in, they're obviously seeing some exotic animals. What kind of animals can they see?
I like to have stuff that you don't really get to see every day. We have an animal called a bear cat,
Okay.
which looks like a bear, walks like a cat, has a prehensile tail so they can hang on with their tail, whiskers and a face like a seal, and they smell like hot buttered popcorn. But at the fair, it doesn't help because it smells like it's like a Dr. Seuss animal. It's crazy. And his name's Rocco. He's one of the coolest things out there.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, and then we have a family of lemurs and rare prosimians from Madagascar. We have mom and dad and twin 1 and twin 2 that was born during the fair last year, so they're a year old.
Really?
And then we have a baby lynx kitten. We have a camel. You can come kiss a camel. If you put a carrot in your mouth, they kiss you. It's like kissing your mother-in-law with a hairy upper lip. Can I say that? I don't know if I can say that.
No,
Yeah,
good.
whatever.
Listen,
Why not?
We're family.
Yeah, you know. And then we have the Cotamundis, and we have a spider monkey that entertains all day. Little Coco just swings around in there like crazy.
Oh, I
she doesn't
bet.
stop. It's like she just drinks Red Bull all day. You know?
I love it. And when you go in, I mean, you can get pretty close to the animals, and you're always there too.
Yeah, I'm always kind of babysitting, if you will. They're all my kids, so we want to be around them all the time and make sure they're okay, you know.
You know, we were talking earlier off camera about how your kids kind of grew up here. The Erie County Fair, it's just all about tradition and family. How long have you been at the fair?
We've been doing the fair now since 2006, I think. And so it's been 13 years, 14 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. We've been, you know, my kids grew up here, so they pretty much, my wife would keep my daughter in the bin of stuffed animals that we would sell, and she'd be just rolling around in stuffed animals, and she was at the fair pregnant, so that's why we kept her. That's a wife, you know. Anyone else to be pregnant at the fair and still married to you? It's good. But yeah, so it's been fun.
So outside of the fair, obviously you have your exhibit here.
Yep.
You also do shows locally, but you have been on shows like The Tonight Show. What's that like?
It's awesome to be able to bring conservation to a whole nother level, to late night people that maybe won't even be watching about, you know, animals or watching for animals. You can kind of turn people on to animals and want them to learn more and kind of, you know, find out more about them and read about them, and then they fall in love with them and then they want to save them. So in a way, I feel like I'm kind of helping out. We've done the Tonight Show, I think, 47 times now.
47?
And then Steve Harvey, Pickler and Ben, Today Show, iCarly, Eastbound and Down, like just crazy, like random TV shows that, you know, it's cool.
What's it like for that setup though? Because, you know, we here in Western New York know how much you love your animals, and but do you, like when you take your kangaroo or you take another animal, are they traveling with you? Are they in the hotel room with you?
They are, yeah. We have sometimes I make the people give us 2 hotel rooms, and one's for us and one's for the animal. So like, we'll have the kangaroos hopping around. They're wearing diapers. But they'll be there, the monkey will have a diaper on, hanging out. Or sometimes if I travel outside of the area farther, I have friends that have animals that have farms and zoos, and they'll bring the animals for us to, you know, we can use for the programs and stuff, and then they go home with them that night. So they're not driving in a car with us for, you know, 20 hours or whatever.
So if people, you know, they see you on the Tonight Show, they're obviously going to see you at the fair, but if they want to see you outside of this, do you do shows regularly?
Yeah,
do you come out to them?
We do everything from birthday parties all the way up to like college lectures. So we do, and I do the Jeff Animal Guy tour. Last year we did 27 stops all over the United States. So Bangor, Maine, and we were in Michigan and Rochester, Minnesota. So yeah, it's been super fun.
You really go all over.
Yeah, stage shows.
All right, can I
hold the baby?
Can I hold the baby? This is,
There
you
you
know,
go.
all I want to do my entire life is
There
hold
you
this little
go.
baby. Are there any, I mean, I imagine, you know, when you say, oh, our house is like a zoo, yours
Right.
kind of is, but do you have any, like, has an animal ever gotten loose at the fair, or?
You know what? It did. The second year we were here, we were in Kittyland, and I had one of my lemurs that is now a dad of the babies get out, and that we were in a tent. It was wide open, and I didn't know what to do. And all I remember is that my friend from the Candy Castle gave me some Swedish fish, and I had him in my pocket, and I pulled him out and started crinkling wrappers, and he was like, huh? And he came running back, and he went to grab the Swedish fish, and I grabbed him. So the Swedish fish saved me from having a lemur running around the Erie County Fair. So I'm forever indebted to him and Swedish fish for
I
that
can only
one.
imagine that. What's it like to have to feed all these different types of animals? Because it's not like you're feeding a bunch of humans where PB&Js are going to get them through the day.
I wish. We have to get special stuff into the feed store. Then I'm sending people over to go pick up stuff. Then we're going to Tops and supermarkets in the area to pick up, you know, all the different produce and stuff to feed them. And then we're doing diets. So it takes us to like the middle of the afternoon.
What
Then you
is-
need a nap, you know?
Aside from the butter flavored popcorn or
Yeah.
butter popcorn smelling
Right.
animal, what's the most unique animal that you've ever worked with?
I had an aardvark. Yeah, it was one of the craziest animals. It's the first name in the dictionary, AA, AA, aardvark. It looks like it's got donkey ears, a tongue like an anteater, feet and claws like a grizzly bear, a big tail like a kangaroo, and a body feels like a warthog. It's the weirdest animal ever.
And where, so
We had him here at the fair for the last like couple of years, but the problem is he's nocturnal.
Okay.
So he sleeps all day, and then when you know the fair closes, he wakes up and wants to party.
what are those native, besides the television show, Arthur, what are those native to? Like, where do
Africa.
they?
They're also called earth pigs, and they
Earth
spend most of
pigs.
the time underground in a burrow. So it doesn't really work out for what I do at the fair because they want to sleep all day in a burrow.
You're like, come
you know?
check out this animal. I swear it's
It's
down
in there, right? If
I
you
swear.
look there, you can see its ear moving a little bit. So it's tough, and you get a lot of people complaining, and people get their flashlights out on their phone. And so we retired him from the fair.
Well, Jeff, thank you so much. Make
problem.
sure
Thanks
you
for
check
having me.
out his exhibit when you come to the Erie County Fair. It's a must-see, and look at this little guy. Look at cute. You can go see him. It's going to be so much fun. Thank you again, Jeff.
problem. Thank
We have
you.
more after this on Fair Day Live.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
Lakeshore Savings has been there for generations of Western New Yorkers. So it's our goal to make sure each new generation has the financial tools they need to thrive. From making your first deposit to financing your first business, we'll guide you with the right support. We know that achieving your financial goals requires personal attention, which is why we'll always put your needs first.
Open a new LS Plus checking account and enjoy great rewards with Bazing, free for 12 months.
And as new generations are born, Lakeshore Savings will be here to greet them.
Every last detail considered, improved. One stitch, one load, one breakthrough at a time. Everything that matters, made better. You know them by their work. They know us by ours. Everything built for those who are on to bigger things.
Hey, how many pull-ups can you do?
I don't know, like 25, bro? How many one-hand pull-ups can you do?
At least 20. What about no-handed pull-ups?
Nice.
Join Crunch Fitness now.
It's thrill-tastic. It's delicious-sational. It's adorable. It's rock-standing. It's summerific at the Erie County Fair with something for everyone. You don't want to miss the best 12 days of summer, August 7th through 18th.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
Well, a whole lot goes into making the fair run every day, but also to your safety. That's very important here at the fair in regards to your kids or even the weather. And today we have Tiger Schmittendorf with us. He is the emergency manager here at the fair. Tiger, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to come talk to us.
Thank you, Liz, for this opportunity. It's awesome.
So everyone knows about the tornado a couple of years ago,
Right.
and how well the fair responded to that.
Yeah.
And now things just keep on improving every year to make sure everyone is safe, including a new emergency weather alert system. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it starts with luck is not a plan, right? So going back to events like the tornado, and certainly the thing that we have the least control over here, especially in Western New York, is the weather. But there's other instances that may require us to simply make notification for folks to take appropriate action. So in the off season between last year's fair and this year, we made significant financial investments in creating and engineering and installing a facility-wide public address system for emergency notifications.
And it works.
And it works.
And it works.
Yes.
We had an incident, I shouldn't say incident, a weather incident at the beginning of the fair where
Yeah.
a severe thunderstorm rolled in.
Right.
And here comes Tiger's voice, and everyone followed it and did
Right.
exactly what they needed to do. There really wasn't anyone walking around outside.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing. For our first test drive of that, we hadn't even had the opportunity to just do a test under real-world conditions. Imagine all the noise and other challenges that we have here at the fair, just of the normal happenings that are going on. And I won't lie to you, I have almost 40 years in public safety, but pulling the trigger and keying the mic for the first time to notify folks to take appropriate shelter and suspend operations as necessary was a little gut-wrenching, but that's what we do.
Because you don't want to pull the alarm and then the rain doesn't come, you know. So it really is a big job. It's not just necessarily, oh, here comes the rain, let's pull it.
Right, because if we do it too soon and it doesn't materialize, or we don't get the weather we were expecting, then you're kind of crying wolf, and then the next time you make that announcement, people may not regard it.
You nailed it. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Another big thing at the fair is, listen, this is a big fair. Record numbers this year of people coming, lots of kids, and sometimes the kids and parents, they just get separated. It happens. There's a lot of shiny things around here for kids to get attracted to. So what is your big message for parents when they're bringing kids to the fair?
Well, one of the very first things, and we're concerned about them having an enjoyable and great experience here at the fair, literally from the moment they leave their home until they leave the fair and return home. So we're really focused on a door-to-door experience, and especially for their safety. So we want them to be adequately prepared to have an enjoyable time here at the fair, whether it's bringing appropriate sun protection, making sure they're hydrated while they're here, appropriate footwear for walking long distances. I've checked my steps every day here, and it's pretty significant.
You get quite a few.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But when they do come through the gate, at every single gate, the very first thing we want them to do is stand in front of what we've dubbed our selfie spots. They're tall billboard signs right inside every gate, and on that sign it says, "Stop, parents, right here, and take a photo of your child." And it has the gate number in the background. There's actually a height chart, because the reality is when parents get disconnected from their kids, or guardians from other folks that might have other needs, the very first thing that they forget about them is everything.
Everything.
Right?
Right.
Was it a boy? Was it a girl? You know, get me in the neighborhood here.
So this gets their outfit, it gets where they came in.
Yep.
And it really helps you guys.
Sure, it does. It does. And the other thing that, honestly, what I've experienced many times just in the last week or so is the adults who come to the fair forgetting which gate they came in, where they parked, how they got here, things of that nature. So it's a great guide for that. Literally on their phone, they can look at it. Oh yeah,
this is the gate we came in.
That's the gate we came in,
All right.
and ask for directions. So.
Well, that's a great great advice. And parents, if you don't know how to take a selfie, your kids do. Just ask them. So everything from weather to where you park to safety of your kids, Tiger and his team have it covered. Yeah. Thank you so much. And the safety here at the fair, you owe it to this guy and his team. When we come back, we're going to eat. That's next on Fair Day Live.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
It's thrill-tastic. It's delicisational. It's adorable. It's rock standing. It's summerific at the Erie County Fair with something for everyone. You don't want to miss the best 12 days of summer, August 7th through 18th.
Hey, how many pull-ups can you do?
I don't know, like 25, bro? How many one-hand pull-ups can you do?
At least 20. What about no-handed pull-ups?
Nice.
Join Crunch Fitness now.
Every last detail considered, improved. One stitch, one load, one breakthrough at a time. Everything that matters, made better. You know them by their work. They know us by ours. Everything built for those who are on to bigger things.
When it comes to grad school, it's easy to make excuses. Fortunately, at Medaille College, we've removed the excuses. With flexible class schedules, it's never been more convenient to earn your master's degree on your own terms. Whether an MBA, organizational leadership, or master's in accounting, the excuses are gone. It's time to get to work. Medaille College.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
Tasty treats at the fair, that's what it's all about. And we've got a good one for you today. Griff from Polar Bear Ice Cream. And I don't even think I want to call this ice cream because it's so much more. Explain this, I'm going to call it a monstrosity because it's huge that you have this year at the fair.
Absolutely. We created the Waybetter Milkshake a few years ago, and we just keep building upon it, making it bigger and a little more interesting. So this year we did a homemade s'mores Waybetter Milkshake.
All right, so let's start with where you're located at the fair.
We're 42nd Broadway.
All right, so you're right there in the middle of it all.
On the corner.
Ready? Okay, and obviously we're gonna make a milkshake. So why don't, he's gonna walk us through it, and he's actually gonna let me make one today, which after, you know, I mean, normally they're just feeding me, so I'm glad you're making me work for it.
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, so let's go. We're gonna make this milkshake.
Okay, so first we're gonna take a little frosting. Of course, you gotta have a little frosting on the glass just so you can eat, you know, off the glass.
A little frosting.
Yeah.
That's a lot of frosting, and I love it.
I'll turn that over to you.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Yours, all right. Okay, it's actually not as hard. I thought it was going to be a little harder. He makes it look so easy. All right, so as I'm doing this, what's next?
We're gonna roll it in the crushed graham crackers.
Okay.
That's our second step.
All right. Boom. Roll it in
Doing
there.
an excellent job.
Thanks. I don't make milkshakes at home often, but when I do, I roll them in graham crackers. No, okay, so we've got our graham cracker.
We do. Now I've got a homemade shake for you.
Okay.
We are going to pour that right down in the glass.
Comes out fast. All right, so we got chocolate.
Chocolate milkshake.
Is the whole thing going in there?
Yes, right to the top. No, you're good.
Okay.
Right now we get to have a little fun. Do you like fire?
I love fire.
We're going to roast some marshmallows here at the fair.
We've got Tiger still here. We're safe. It's all right.
We just don't want to catch them on fire.
No.
So we're going to torch a few marshmallows. I'll let you do that.
Oh.
Just
all right.
push the red button.
Are you sure you want to hold it?
Yeah. Oh, you can.
All right. I'll hold it.
Good. And I've torched a few up. So that's part of the fun of the milkshake is we kind of get...
I think I have to get closer.
You do.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah,
Tiger!
You can blow it, I can't.
All right.
All right, so here's a couple that are torched there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the one I made.
For TV.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so you can put
Shove
that down in your shake.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to put 2 in there.
Oh,
You're going to put 1 down in there.
All right.
Okay.
I've already made a mess.
Now we have eco-friendly paper straws for the fair.
Because we love the environment.
We love the environment.
Oh, 2 straws. I have to share this with somebody?
You do. You have to share it with a couple of people. 1 more.
1 more?
Okay.
3's a crowd.
Now we're going to start with whipped cream.
Okay.
So we're just going to start with some on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Then we have...
Is that not allowed?
That's perfect.
Okay.
We're going to do a cupcake on there, and I'll show you how to place that on there.
Oh, okay.
Very low in calories this year.
Okay. I don't know if I put is that good?
You did perfect. Okay. Now we're going to do more whipped cream.
More.
Okay.
All right, I won't put it in my, all right.
And then, of course, no shake would be complete without some Hershey's chocolate bars. So you
Just
can put
a little bit,
couple
though.
of those on there.
You just put them anywhere?
Yep, just slide them on. And we're going to have a couple spoons in there because we got to share it with the whole family. So I'll give you a couple spoons.
Are we so, okay.
It's a family event.
I don't like my family. I just want to eat this by myself. All right.
And then, of course, we need some waffle cone.
Because why not?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you break yours?
Yeah, I did on accident.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But
well,
you did
mine
great.
On purpose.
And then we're just going to do a little chocolate drizzle because it really, I don't think it has enough chocolate. So we're just going to do that. There you go.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just do that. Uh-huh. Okay.
And that is the Waybetter.
Oh, is that it?
Some more shake.
All right. So, all right. Let me start with this because my hands are a mess. All right. So.
The best part is trying it.
Do you just?
Well, you know, if you were in this trailer, we would have to make it so you didn't get it all over. But for TV, it's a great, great thing.
I get the message. I'm not allowed to work there. All right. So I'm gonna.
Have a sip.
Okay, well, the shake itself is delicious. Let me try.
Don't forget the marshmallows.
That's good too. A marshmallow. This really is insane, and in the best way possible, it's insane.
Well, we have a lot of fun with it, and every year we come up with a different one for the best 12 days of summer.
Best 12 days of summer. Make sure you stop by and try one of these insane monstrosities. It's delicious. They'll make it a lot better than I did. It's polar bear ice cream. Griff, thank you so much. I'm gonna spend the rest of the day cleaning up from this. After I finish eating it, I'll take a nap, then I'll clean, we'll go ride some fair rides. It'll be great. Thank you so much, and we'll be right back to wrap up the show with Fair Day Live.
You're welcome.
Fair Day Live continues after this.
Lakeshore Savings has been there for generations of Western New Yorkers. So it's our goal to make sure each new generation has the financial tools they need to thrive. From making your first deposit to financing your first business, we'll guide you with the right support. We know that achieving your financial goals requires personal attention, which is why we'll always put your needs first.
Open a new LS Plus checking account and enjoy great rewards with Bazing, free for 12 months.
And as new generations are born, Lakeshore Savings will be here to greet them.
Every last detail considered, improved. One stitch, one load, one breakthrough at a time. Everything that matters, made better. You know them by their work. They know us by ours. Everything built for those who are on to bigger things.
Hey, how many pull-ups can you do?
I don't know, like 25, bro? How many one-hand pull-ups can you do?
At least 20. What about no-handed pull-ups?
Nice.
Join Crunch Fitness now.
It's thrill-tastic. It's delicious-sational. It's adorable. It's rock-standing. It's summerific at the Erie County Fair with something for everyone. You don't want to miss the best 12 days of summer, August 7th through 18th.
Welcome back to Fair Day Live.
Well, I'd say that was a pretty full show of tons of things that you can do at the fair. Always plenty to do. Here's another rundown of what's going on today. We've got the homemade kombucha contest and demo at noon in the Erie County Fair Cook's Kitchen and Shop. That's where we shoot the show every day. Also, the smoke dance competition will take place from 2 to 7 p.m. in the Nioway Indian Village with the Tiny Tots dancing on the Turtle Mound at 5 p.m. You can meet the last of the Hell Drivers. It's the legendary Tony Peterson from 4 to 5 p.m. in the Heritage and History Center. And the Western New York Fantasy Hair Competition happens at 5 p.m. in the Evans Bank Family Entertainment Complex. The Ultimate Night of Destruction, produced by JM Motorsports Productions. That's tonight, 7 p.m. in the Gusto Grandstand. You can stop by the ticket office to buy your tickets. Kids 12 and under are free with paid adults. And when you play with fire, kids, the guy comes to shut you down. Tiger came to shut us down because we were playing with fire. No, but you wanted to come try this, right? You've got your eye on it. It's the s'mores milkshake, and you want to give it a try with me?
Well, absolutely. I mean, if you insist, I'm only doing this for you.
Yeah, only for Tiger. When you walk around, do people take care of you? Like, they're like, "Hey, you want to come?
Hey,
you want to come try some of these?" I think that's a hint,
Yeah,
nudge.
well, when he comes
hint,
by,
hint,
he's
nudge,
welcome.
Nudge. Tiger's on the show to get fed today.
We have to keep him happy.
You have to keep him happy.
He keeps us
All
safe.
right, Tiger, why don't you give us a little, I want to see how you approach this as an emergency
really
manager.
Sure. Well,
because you want to be safe about it.
absolutely. So I would probably disassemble it first, but I'm not going to do that.
You can't, you're at the fair. You're not going to have a table.
I'll try the milkshake.
All right, Tiger's going to try. It's the s'mores milkshake from Polar Bear Ice Cream. Griff is the creator of this. We've got the monstrosity. We've got s'mores. We've got cupcakes. We've got ice cream. It's everything you could want at a fair. Tiger, thanks for being on the show. Griff, thank you as well. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Fair Day Live.
Liz Mantell appears through the courtesy of Medaille College in Buffalo.
The preceding presentation was produced by WBBZ-TV in partnership with the Erie County Fair, who paid a production fee for the program with sponsor support.